Nomadland doing his thing, and Anthony Hopkins upset, Sound of Metal love, Mank-A-Mania, here's what happened at last night's Oscar ceremony. Let's not pretend it's been a normal year. Our regular big screen congregation were put on hold. For the first time in many of our lives, we couldn't reveal in entertainment with friends, brothers, parents, strangers. Nevertheless, even from our sofas and beds, cinema has continued to thrive, challenge and enthrall. In terms of nominees alone, it's arguably one of the most interesting roosters since the 2000s. Staggered releases and the lack of open theaters aside, these movies deserve and demand your attention. With that in mind, let's run through the winners of the 93rd Academy Awards. For the biggest award of the night, Nomadland won Best Picture, beating the further promising young woman Judas and the Black Messiah, The Trial of the Chicago 7, Minari, Mank and Sound of Metal. In the Best Director category, Chloe Zhao won the Nomadland over Lee Isaac Chung for Minari, Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman, David Fincher for Mank and Thomas Winterberg for Another Round. In the Best Actress category, Nomadland's Frances McDormand beat Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman, Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Andra Day for The United States vs. Billie Holiday, and Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman. In the Best Actor category, Anthony Hopkins won The Father, beating Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Steven Yeun for Minari, Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, and Gary Oldman for Mank. In the Best Supporting Actor category, Daniel Kaluuya emerged victorious over his co-star Stanfield, whose inclusion in the same category raised some eyebrows when the nominations were announced. For Judas and the Black Messiah, Paul Raci for Sound of Metal, Sacha Baron Cohen for The Trial of the Chicago 7, and Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami. For Best Supporting Actress, Yoo Jung-yeon won for Minari, beating Maria Bakalova for Borat, subsequent movie film, Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy, Olivia Colman for The Father, and Amanda Seyfried for Mank. In the Best Original Screenplay category, Emerald Fennell's Promising Young Woman beat Aaron Sorkin for The Trial of the Chicago 7, Lee Isaac Chung for Minari, Abraham Marder, Darius Marder, and Derek Cianfrance for Sound of Metal, and Will Burson, Shaka King, Keith Lucas, and Kenneth Lucas for Judas and the Black Messiah. In the Best Adapted Screenplay category, Florian Zeller and Christopher Hampton won The Father, beating Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, Kep Powers for One Night in Miami, Ramin Baharin for The White Tiger, and Peter Baynham, Sacha Baron Cohen, Jenna Friedman, Anthony Hines, Lee Kern, Dan Meza, Nina Pedred, Arika Rivinoja, and Dan Swimmer for Borat, subsequent movie film. In the Best International Film category, Another Round beat Better Days Collective, The Man Who Sold His Skin, and Quo Vadis Ada. In the Best Animated Film category, Soul beat its own studio against Onward, as well as Wolf Walkers, A Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon, and Over the Moon. For Best Animated Short Film, If Anything Happened, I Love You triumphed over Burrow, Genius Loki, Oprah, and Yes People. For Best Documentary Short Film, Colette beat A Concerto is a Conversation, Do Not Split, Hunger Ward, and A Love Song for Latasha. My Octopus Teacher won Best Documentary Feature, beating Collective Crip Camp, The Mole Agent, and Time. For Best Costume Design, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom beat Emma, Mac Mullen, and Pinocchio. For Best Hair and Makeup, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom also won, beating Emma, Hillbilly Elegy, Mank, and Pinocchio. Sound of Metal rightly won for Best Sound, beating Greyhound, Soul, News of World, and Mank. Netflix Two Distant Strangers won the Best Live Action Short Film, beating Feeling Through, The Letter Room, The Present and White Eye. For the Best Visual Effects, Tenet beat Love and Monster, The Midnight Sky, Mulan and the One and Only Ivan. For Best Production Design, Mank beat The Father, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, News of World, and Tenet. Mank also won Best Cinematography over Nomadland, Judas and the Black Messiah, The Trial of the Chicago 7, and The News of World.